I've been in this rap industry and I've taught massive amounts of people each year for the past 6 years on how to grow their business and be very successful in this, from a side hustle to a full-on business to where they can quit their jobs. Trust me, because I've done it myself and I have step-by-step instructions on how to get this going just for you. Walk and talk with me while I explain this to you. Come on, come with me, come in. But for businesses, it becomes even better. They get to change up their vehicles and have it customized so they can get more business later on. Car enthusiasts will pay thousands of dollars just to change the look of their car and make it look new to them. But not only for their cars, they'll do it for boats, bikes, even the jet skis, sometimes even their home appliances too. Unlike any other businesses, the starter cost is really low on this, but the return on investment is extremely high. Surprisingly, you can get these tools starting off with realistically under $500, and that can control with your marketing budget as well. But you're also asking like, man, I need a good return on investment. How much can I actually make? Stop right here. Small projects you can make anywhere from $200 to large projects up to $15,000. Now let me break down what these projects are. From a simple hood wrap that costs anywhere from $200 to a full-on box truck, but you can do a full-on project where you can do a chrome wrap. Then you can also do powder coating the wheels, depending on the team that you're starting to build, and also ceramic coating it, tinting windows, all of this into this same industry. And it helps and benefits you on making massive profits. Now I know you're asking like, man, but don't I need some experience? Yes, some people can do it on just YouTube University, but for projects that are something like this, where you need to understand how to line up the panels and also the vinyl to make sure it matches with the vehicle, you need to take a class. There's two types of car wrapping classes. There's one that's color changed and then there's commercial. You have to understand the difference between the two. Now, yes, some people may teach you both, but it may get confusing because you may switch up the techniques and using it for the wrong project. Now, you don't need a college degree for this, but you do need to take a class for this. I'm not saying to take my class. You can take plenty of other people's classes out there, but I can prove to you some of my students, not all, have made anywhere upwards of $10,000 a month wrapping cars, and it will benefit you and help you grow in the long run, because gaining a skill like this will not only benefit you, but you can also teach other people along the way to grow your team. This one right here is an insider tip on how to get clients on day one. You can use Instagram Reels and TikTok, but Facebook Marketplace may be the best bet for you because people are always searching for deals on there, and they know that you're new because they don't want to go to shops and then be paying high prices, but they will definitely come to you. Now let me explain this. They're not gonna come to you if they can't see the work. So you gotta build up your work first. What photos are you gonna show them? What videos are you gonna show them? What content are you gonna show them at all? They don't see nothing. No photos, no proof. You know how that goes. So get time-lapse videos, real good time-lapse videos, and before and after photos and videos, just to show them what you started with and how it finished. Now use whatever editing app that you want to use once you get the content. What I mean by getting the content, you gotta invest in yourself. You gotta get the vinyl. You gotta go ahead and start wrapping cars, either your cars or some of your family members and friends that you can trust. But here's the thing about this. When you're doing your family and friends cars, choose only the cars that you know you want to keep wrapping. Don't do no Kia and no Hyundai Sonatas. If they got a Camaro, a Challenger, a Charger, any of these other type of cars, even a Mercedes-Benz, Corvettes, the list goes on. If you want to get better clients like this, wrap better cars. Now I get it. Sometimes you may just have that Kia Sorento and everything like that, but you got to build your experience so you can get to the better cars. Now get into Facebook groups, Instagram, TikTok, and everything else like that. Now here's some of the downsides to this. Don't buy no cheap vinyl, and don't just try to make these costly mistakes that you keep got to redoing. Learn from your mistakes. I get it. You're going to keep making these beginner mistakes, but get them all out in the first year, because if not, it gets worse and worse, and it gets pricier and pricier. This one I've always seen that most people always make a mistake on. They don't prep it up properly just because it's like, hey man, I'm ready to get it started and everything's going and I'm ready to just go ahead and start wrapping. And then they get pimples and bubbles and dirt and debris all up under the vinyl. And that makes your client pissed off. Even your friends, they're like, bro, like, I know you're new, but like, you knew to clean the car, right? Prep it up the right way. As you're becoming a beginner and really starting to grow into this industry, when you get your first set of clients, don't overcharge them just because you want massive profits. You need to build your portfolio. If you don't build your portfolio, better clients are not coming because they only see 2 or 3 projects that you've done over a course of 6 months?
Now here's a quick hack on how to wrap more efficiently and make more profit. First thing that you want to do is pre-plan what you're about to wrap. If you're about to wrap just the hood, then you need to look at it and be like, all right, how do I do this? Do I need to go ahead and remove the emblems? Make sure everything is prepped, pre-cut out the vinyl, just so that way you can have everything run a lot smoother. If not, then you're doing a whole wrap on this, then you need to pre-plan it out, cut out all the vinyl, prep all of this whole car on the first go. Make sure that you have the dismantle team, if not yourself, dismantling this car. So that way, first day runs smoother and the next days after that is just wrapping. Now, told you that part on making sure that you can pre-plan it. The next part is in the wrapping process. Understand it's like an assembly line. You need to go ahead and glass out the panel once you have everything prepped out. Once the vinyl's laid out, glass it out. Once it's glassed out, then you need to go ahead and begin your squeegee. You don't squeegee half of it and then tuck and cut half of it and then you come back to the other side and try to squeegee half. No, squeegee the whole thing out. Do one side at a time and then jump to the next stage of tucking and cutting. Make sure that this is easy for you so that way you can replicate this and put it for your team to do it the same way that you do. Now, here's the hack on making sure that you can maximize your money. Upsell. You always want to upsell the client. Say if they're getting just a hood wrap done, you're like, hey, I think it would look good with your roof and your trunk wrapped or even just your spoiler. Well, let's go ahead and wrap your door handles. Let me break down this one experience that I've had. I told the client, hey, we're gonna do your roof and everything. We're gonna wrap it and we'll put it as gloss black. He came in there, he's like, wow, y'all do a lot. I was like, yeah, I know we do. What do you want to get done? Because I started to see him think I needed to provide him answers so that way he could say yes or no. And so here's what I did. Walked around the whole car with him. I was like, hey, we should do your side mirrors in black. We should do your door handles in black. We should do the shark fin antenna in black and that spoiler. But if you're doing a full wrap on this, why don't we go ahead and ceramic coat this? He's like, hey, well, we're not doing a full wrap. I was like, next time. And I showed him a picture. So he's like, oh yeah, next time is for sure. Let's just do the roof right now and then the rest of the accents. And that's when I locked him in. Then I told him, I was like, hey, we might want to do your chrome trimming and do a chrome delete on it. He's like, I didn't think about that. And as he sat there for an hour, he's like, hey, can you do it today? Yes, we can. And that project went from a $200 project to a $1,500 project in a matter of an hour, just by upselling it properly. What's the worst they're gonna tell you? No? Come on now. I'll take a no for that, but I will not take a, I didn't know y'all do that. That means you just lost out on some dollars. So if you want to be able to build a business in this car wrapping industry, why not ask the person that has built their business in this car wrapping industry? I set up coaching calls and I can show you directly how to do this without all of this extra ads and everything and you paying for crazy amounts of stuff. All I want to do is show you the right ways, how I got it to work for me, and then how it could benefit you. Because this was a side hustle that I first started with first, and then it grew and it hasn't stopped growing. And now this is the main business. Car wrapping is one of the best that you will ever experience on creating your own side hustle. In this next video right here, I'm about to show you exactly the 3 different business models that it is in car wrapping and show you which one made me the most money. So click here. You're gonna wanna watch this one. And if you haven't subscribed, click down here and subscribe.